what I would say is Big Pun laid down the blueprint for the Latino rapper.
Okay.
He laid down the blueprint. Like, if you go far back enough, listen to any super hip hop head. LL Cool J, love or hate him, he laid down the blueprint for Pac, for 50 Cent, for fucking Biggie Smalls. All them cats that did the gangster shit, like, you know, they were still hardcore. LL was never a gangster rapper, but he still came off hardcore. And then he'd do the track for the ladies, and that's what blew him up. But he was still lyrically ill and hardcore enough that he had enough street cred. Because if you're only for the ladies and you don't got the streets, like, you have to get both. And he did it. He was the first one to lay down that blueprint. And after that, all them cats copied the same shit. They would have the streets, either through the verses, through the persona, whatever it was, but they'd always have that fucking track for the ladies. Because you gotta get the ladies to love you. If they love you, you blow up. But you need your foundation of the streets too. Yeah, you need them both. You need both. You can't just be this one-dimensional cat that, like, I'm only gonna pay attention to these backpackers. It's for real. It's for real.
It's true though. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Hey, like, it's dope, man. To do battle raps or whatever that. You know what I'm saying? To do like dope punchlines, but like, you really do need to grab the attention of a shorty. You know what I'm saying? Because she's the one that's gonna blow you up, not the homie that's like trying to battle rap.
No. I mean, the streets,
it's for real.
the battle rap, the hip hop community, all that, they got your back. But you're not gonna go past your block unless the ladies support you. You know what I mean?
The lady's the one that's gonna tell the homie to buy the tickets so they could go watch you. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hands down. It's hands down. Like, I don't know if this is a true story, but this dude once wrote this fucking. I'm gonna compare war to hip hop real quick. You know that story, the 300?
Yeah.
Yeah. This dude wrote this story about how each of those dudes were selected. It wasn't how badass they were, whether or not they were willing to die and all this shit. Because they were Spartans. All Spartans are willing to die and fight. Yeah. They're fucking born warriors. Those dudes were picked off of the women that had their back. Meaning, how tough was their mom? How tough was their wife? How tough were their daughters? Can they deal with the loss of their husband, son, brother? And if they can, we can pick them. Because we know when they die in battle, everyone's going to look to the women. They're women in their life. And they're going to see, how do they respond? And if they responded tough enough to be like, we're going to suck it up and get ready for the next battle, then we can fucking win this campaign, this war. We'll lose that battle, but we can hold on for the campaign. But if they start breaking down and crying and losing their nerves, they knew that they were done. So they had to pick men based off of how strong or supportive their women were. So you cannot deny the female element in your success. I mean, Mike Tyson said it too. One more story before I know I'm going on a rant. One more story. Mike Tyson in a podcast.
It's all good. Keep going.
He was asked, what is it about all these conquerors? Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, like this element to like just conquer the fucking world. And his answer was their mothers. They had super supportive mothers.
So more of the story, the female's the one that's going to back you up the most, is what you're saying.
Dude, it's not bullshit when they say behind every successful man is a successful woman. It's not bullshit. It's for real. It's for real. I'm not kidding. Like, the guys I've seen in my industry, in my film industry, as well as me, who have made a movie before, having a very supportive girlfriend or seeing my friends who have a very supportive wife, you go way further than if you're by yourself.
Right.
Way further. Because they're willing to make the right sacrifice for their man if they believe in them. So if people believe in your music, especially the female element, they will buy the tickets. They'll go to your concert. They'll talk about you to their friends. They're the ones who are going to put a poster up of you. They'll follow you on Instagram. They'll retweet you. I'm telling you, B, like, it doesn't mean that you ignore the men, because the men, you still need your crew. You still need the men to feel like, that dude he's a man amongst men or whatever the fuck. But you're not going to rise without the female element.
No, you definitely need the female on your side. You know what's funny? Probably like 2 years ago, I was starting to make music with females, and I was actually getting more viewers and more listeners, and like, on some real ass shit. I was just like, damn, like I feel like the female's the key. You feel me? It's like you got a female on your side, and she's bumping your music or whatever the fuck. She's the one that's gonna take you to the
Yeah.
top. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is why rap music has like, the hot chick shaking their ass. The fucking was it in the '90s when they started to put the R&B girl on the chorus, because they know. I mean, now you can, we can both argue like, oh, that's a whack shit, or that's misogynist, that's garbage, or whatever. So there can be ways that are kind of corny to do it, but it doesn't mean, it still means that it's an effective element. So if you do it right, like, right now I'm just talking about, doing something that women like. But now if you're talking about adding them as part of your music, again, it works. It works,
Nah, it definitely works.
Yeah.
I can firsthand say that, that it works because it was happening. And then I just kind of just stopped making music, and then that was it. They're probably never gonna hit me up again. But you know what I'm saying? Like at that time, the female was the one that was, the reason, because I was getting, more fans or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely believe what you're saying.
You ever seen Ice-T's album cover?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Ice-T, when he first came up, he was like one of the first West Coast dudes to blow up. I think he was actually the first gangster rapper to blow up.
Yeah.
He put his wife in a bikini on the cover of his album. I mean,
okay.
Now this dude, he was like he was trying to be so authentic that he was like, I ain't showing nothing that I don't own. The car that you see, I own that. The woman that you see, that's my bitch. You know what I mean? The guns that you see, I own those guns.
Yeah, because you can't rap about what you're not about. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna rap, bro, like you don't have to be gangster to rap, dog. You don't have to be on that shit.
No.
You feel me? Like you just gotta rap.
Yeah.
First of all, you gotta rap with your soul. You gotta rap with your heart, or whatever they're saying. But like,
yeah.
you also gotta like be real with yourself. You know, you gotta be real with who you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't be rapping about some shit that you're not about. Like you don't see me rapping about toting a gun or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You feel me? So like, I'm not on some gang shit. I ain't no gangster. You know what I'm saying? But I just rap, what I've been through, and I just, you know what I'm saying? I just try to be as real as possible with my raps. You feel me? Because in that way, I feel like if I'm real, like 100%, you feel me? No one could, there's no backlash on that. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to be like, damn, this homie's a phony, you feel me? He's talking about some shit that he don't do, that he's not about. You feel me? And then that shit backfires on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So that goes in hand with what you're saying with the Ice-T cover. You feel me? Like you're saying that he was trying to be authentic. Like we're showing his wife in a bikini and shit. Like, but that's his wife. You feel me?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. But it worked. It worked. Like him having her on the cover sold more albums than he probably realized. Because she looked so bad. Like I'm telling you, see it. Like yeah, he was legit. Yeah, he had the guns, he had the car, all the stuff that made him gangster or lucrative looking, whatever, for people to like take notice.
Yeah.
But he had the badass broad on the cover too, and she never rapped. She wasn't a rapper, but she was on the cover. And then when he shot the music video, she was dancing in it and everything. So when people talk about like hip hop legendary shit, and they go back to Ice-T, that's the things they're gonna mention. They're like, yo, this dude had his wife on there, and no,
it's true though. It's true.
Nobody will do that today. He wouldn't even do that today anymore. Because back then he didn't realize that you can just do models and all that stuff. But he came from a place where it was like you couldn't fake it. You know what I mean? Like he came from like a time period where like the gang, the street shit was like like if they thought you were faking, you were either dead or discredited.